Jim and the Misses. Well, last month you asked us to show us our stones, and I didn't have any last month, but this month we got some stones. Check it out.
Boyfriends were sweet 16. I'm no schoolboy, but I know it all night. They should have heard just around midnight. Brown sugar, I cut your taste so good. Brown sugar, just like a young girl should. Brown sugar, I cut your taste so good.
Well, you know, sometimes satisfaction is just so hard to find. You got to look for it. You got to turn over rocks sometimes till you find it. But you got to keep on looking. You got to keep on looking. You got to find it.
Hey, Jim and the Misses, Vinyl Community, friends. Hope you enjoyed seeing my stones, even if it was a month late. Anyway, this is we're in May now, Memphis in May. I'd love to be there right now. Love to be able to see some of the bands there. There's a beer podcast I listen to that are based out of Memphis, and they're always talking about Memphis in May and the different groups they've seen there, and sounds like an awesome festival. I'd love to be there maybe someday. I've never been to Memphis, period, so I'd love to visit Memphis, and I think Memphis in May would be a good time to visit. Get some good barbecue and enjoy some great music, some great beer, and some great music. So let's go ahead and get into this Memphis in May thread. 3 questions, 3 good questions. The first question, it's like it's Mother's Day, so an album that's like a mother or a teacher or a protector of you. It's Armed Forces Day or Memorial Day, I guess, basically. And so an album that was like a mother or protector or a teacher. And I guess I'm going to go ahead and talk about my mother. My mother is also a teacher as well as being my mother. So it's kind of checks 2 boxes there, and this is something I haven't talked about in a while, since the early days of the VC. So maybe a lot of you don't know this, but my mother is a huge fan of Gordon Lightfoot, and she basically discovered him based on some songs that he wrote for Peter, Paul, and Mary, and sort of wanted to learn who this Gordon Lightfoot person was, and then she became a huge fan of his, and still is to this day. He comes here and plays concerts here almost every year in Gainesville. His voice is not what it used to be, but she still loves him as an artist, and so Gordon Lightfoot makes me think of my mother, who is my mother and a teacher. Okay, question number 2. This one was a little more challenging for me. World album. I don't really have much that I would consider world music. It's a hard genre. I mean, some people say Paul Simon's world music, but I don't know. I don't really think that's world music, but whatever. But we got this Joe Jackson album here, Big World. Pretty cool. It has the lyrics here, and it's written in several different languages, which is interesting. There's Spanish, French, Japanese, German. Just the lyric book has all different languages. Really cool. And another one, which is not officially world music, but kind of makes me has a worldly feel to me, is Paul Hardcastle. Just sort of does synthesizer and electronic kind of music. This is from the mid '80s. The hit 19 is a song off of here that has like some anti-war sort of things about young people going off to war and stuff. But it's sort of electronic, and I think it's world music to me. So it's Paul Hardcastle. And final question number 3. 3 pieces from the collection that make absolutely no sense when shown together. So first piece we have here is the Kingston Trio, Going Places. Kind of sticking with that world theme, They have some different songs on here. They do Pastures of Plenty, This Land Is Your Land, Lemon Tree, You Don't Knock. Good Kingston Trio album here. Okay, so we pair this up with Bright Eyes, The People's Key. Not really anything in common here. This is a beautiful packaging for those that, if there's anybody out there that hasn't seen this yet. Very cool. Nice shiny cover. It's got a die cut. It opens up this. Very beautiful album packaging. Great album. So we got that. Number 2. I don't think that has anything in common. And then we're going to finish it off with something that doesn't have anything in common with either of those two. We got Ice-T's Rhyme Pays. So, we got Kingston Trio, Going Places. Bright Eyes, People's Key. Ice-T's Rhyme Pays. So, there's my 3 that don't have anything in common. Happy May, happy Memphis in May. I hope you guys are doing well and having a great week, and we'll see you again real soon. Cheers.